Monday. That's
happy Monday.
the
Happy
best
Monday.
way to do this. Happy Monday, because it's Monday all day long, and it's a happy day.
It is a happy day. Great day. Celebrated
awesome
Father's
day.
Day yesterday, of course. Oh, just amazing.
It was.
My kids sent me text and call and everything. Just fantastic. And
I love Father's Day on a Sunday in church. Is there anything better?
No,
Because
especially.
I feel like in some ways fathering's under attack a lot of times in America, and just what a great day to celebrate and honor dads. So I hope you guys got a chance to go to church yesterday and honor your dad.
Although I am going to do one thing that neither one of them even realize I'm going to do. Go to Engaging Heaven's sermon yesterday on Father's Day.
do
It
it.
is the most amazing, yes, Pastor James preached it, but the most amazing message I have ever heard for Father's Day.
The 5 points of
Amazing.
fatherhood. It was really
Yeah.
powerful.
Legacy
Yeah,
of
definitely
fatherhood.
that.
Yeah.
And happy
Amazing.
Juneteenth, which I guess was yesterday, but it's celebrated
Was
today.
it yesterday or today?
It was yesterday officially, but
What does
federal
teenth mean?
offices and things are closed these days. Well, here's the thing. Juneteenth
Because
is
it's the
actually also
20th.
known as Emancipation Day, Freedom Day, and Black Independence Day. And it only was recognized last year as a federal holiday, so it's fairly new. People aren't that familiar with it. so
Like
here you
banks
go.
are closed?
Yes,
Yes.
banks are closed.
Gotcha.
All
Everything is
federal
closed.
offices.
Schools are
It
closed.
commemorates the end of slavery in the United States. Here's what I like about it. The original observances included prayer meetings, the singing of spirituals,
Yes.
and celebrants wore new clothes as a way of representing their newfound freedom. So I love that.
Wow,
So
that's
it used to be
awesome.
a spiritual experience. I mean, that's what you did. You sang praises, you prayed.
And does that mean everybody observes it?
Yes.
Because
As a
like
federal holiday.
Everyone
MLK Day, not every state observes it, right?
It is a federal. So if you are
That's
a
awesome.
federal office, you should be closed today.
Beautiful.
But we're here. Hey, because we love you.
Happy June. We're not federal.
And we have a great, good news story. Should I say it that way? No, we have a really, really good news story. I love when people in sports give glory to God. So we have a really awesome.
Well, the
Oh, I
pastor
thought you
should
were about to
do
go
that.
Warriors again. That would have hurt.
No,
Look at this
it's
pastor.
the Colts.
Oh, he left for the ministry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it this
That
week.
is amazing.
Colts safety Kari Willis, retired, only 26 years old. But anyway, he's retiring. Look at this quote. As I endeavor to devote the remainder of my life to the further advancement of the gospel of Jesus Christ. Come on. I am both humbled and excited to pursue the holy call that God has for my life.
Wow, man.
Man, that's awesome. I love hearing that.
You know what else is great about that? He's young, so it's not like
Yes.
he's some old guy. We're trying to, you know what I mean? Like, he has his career that he's walking away from. Also, the safety position in football is actually very valuable right now. So,
And only 26, so he's got
Wow.
a lot of years left. But hey, when you have the call of God,
come
You
on, there's
answer
no
it.
greater call.
Kari,
You
love
answer
that,
it.
love that, love that.
Awesome.
All right, days of the week. We got some great days coming up.
We do. Today is
Like the
first
national
day.
Tuesday's tomorrow, yeah.
Oh, that's
They're
right.
not national days anymore. Now we call it the week ahead.
Yeah, we
Oh.
just
Look
go
ahead
week
to the
ahead.
week.
So,
Could be anything.
I'm
first day
learning
of
a lot
summer.
about our segments here. on
First
the
day of
fly.
summer's tomorrow, which is
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Tell that to the
yes.
heat of Florida.
I was going to say, yesterday it felt like the
Oh, man, I
middle
was on the
of.
black asphalt for a minute. I thought I was going to pass out.
So
Anyway.
it's the legal first day of summer.
First day of
Because
summer.
all the kids in Connecticut just got out on Friday.
Oh, did they
Yeah.
really? Oh, wow.
So they can celebrate summer
And
tomorrow.
my kids will go back to school in a month.
Now, a big day, and that's why it's not national holidays. It's just the week coming up. There's a very special day coming up this Thursday.
Whoa!
There you go. Laurita's birthday.
24
Yeah,
years old on
look.
June 24th.
Look, you see the
24
picture.
on 24. That's her with one of her precious little friends.
Oh, how cute!
That
That's our
is-
adopted grandbaby.
She loves you so much.
Oh my gosh, that just warms my heart in a
And that's
million
Friday?
ways. Yes,
Thursday.
it's Thursday.
Thursday's her birthday.
Thursday's
It
my
says
birthday.
Friday.
Do you say Friday?
Well, whatever.
Oh, it is Friday. Oh, we don't know.
June 24.
We
I don't know when her birthday is.
Why would her
Anyway,
husband
24.
ever want to know her birth? Why would he ever have to know her
I
birthday?
know it's the 24th. I know I'm taking days off to
Yes.
celebrate it. So that's
Yes,
all I
it
know is
is.
I'm going to be off. Anyway,
He's gotta be-
That is so nice. And we're going to be out of town.
I know.
Bummer.
That's
we
okay.
also, coming up tomorrow, is also National Smoothie Day. So there's our national day for the week,
is a
National
national.
Smoothie Day. And how are we going to celebrate?
Well, we're going to actually make I'm doing this for Pastor James.
Hurry, I'm excited
A
about
coffee
this.
smoothie.
Coffee.
Uh-oh.
So,
Come on,
oh,
let's
come
do
on,
it.
it's going to be
Coffee
good.
smoothie.
But didn't we have a debate over what you were going to use as the milk?
Yes.
Yes, and I used your favorite,
Okay. Which is what?
so which is almond milk.
That wouldn't be my favorite.
Oh, it's not.
You just
Is
whole
it-
milk.
He just
Oh.
likes regular milk.
Out of the
How
healthy
do I not
milks.
know that?
We had
Out
a
of the healthy milk.
We had a discussion about the
Out of the
peanut
healthy
butter,
milk.
nut butter. That was another
Oh,
discussion.
Well-
that was our debate. Let's look.
Yeah.
I'm always down for a
Taste test.
Lori's throat spray.
Okay, there's a little joke going on right now. I got Pastor James some throat spray.
Because I preached all week and hurt my voice.
Yes, and so
it was the worst tasting thing I've ever had on this set, and I didn't think that would ever be topped.
I kind of forewarned him that I didn't know what it tasted like. So
okay, so this is
Wait, I was going to say, what are we talking about throat spray?
This is a coffee smoothie, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
Yes.
Ingredients, simple. Your milk of choice. Pastor prefers whole. Lori likes almond or coconut. You throw a frozen banana in there, either peanut butter or nut butter. Some coffee ice cubes, if you can make those, which are great. Just pour some extra coffee in a cube, throw it in the freezer.
Like black coffee?
Yeah. Just
yeah,
black coffee
it's
as
black
ice cubes.
coffee.
Amazing. Then vanilla or cocoa for flavoring, and then of course you add coffee to it. Better if it's brewed or chilled.
Is that chilled coffee you're using,
Yes.
Loretta?
it is chilled coffee.
But then she'll add a little ice too, just to get more of the smoothie.
To make more
Oh,
like
it's already looking great.
I can't wait.
So-
Oh gosh, I don't have a glass. Oh, you got little
I've got
glasses?
cups.
I've got to finish this.
Okay, you guys go talk, and I'm going to turn this on because it's going
All
to
right,
get
we'll
loud.
talk.
What are we talking about?
You know, coffee's consumed more than anything right now, a day in America. So the chances are everybody watching, somebody's drinking coffee. You can make it decaf. What kind of coffee do we use? Like just regular drip coffee?
This is organic. Sorry, this is an organic Colombian coffee, so it's super strong.
Single origin.
Yes, single origin. If I'm going to do a smoothie, I'm going to make the coffee really, really strong
take one.
because you want to.
You want the coffee taste.
Yeah, you want the coffee.
We have a
taste.
guest on today's show,
We do.
Chief Chris Johnson. We're going to go join him in a second, so we got to get extra cup for him.
All right, Chris is in.
We're
I
gonna
know
take
like
one
Chris
over to
likes
him.
coffee.
Who doesn't?
Chris, you good with coffee? I'm good. It's kind of a silly question, isn't it?
But he's a Navy.
A
so
Navy
he's
guy.
so he probably wants
we run
it
off
black.
coffee in the Navy.
Well, we drink our coffee black, so that's why I know it's really good coffee because we don't do flavored coffee. So,
It's
oops.
good. It's not that sweet though.
I taste all peanut butter.
You do?
I don't even taste any coffee.
Rob, you can't say that. Your wife's making a smoothie.
No, I wanted to
We're
do
not
this
in your
more?
house without
Do
cameras.
you want more?
I'm good. It's not that sweet.
This is kind of a reality show. We just go with it. This is what,
It tastes like
Not enough coffee.
I'm not sure what it tastes like.
banana.
It does not taste
It needs more
like
coffee.
It doesn't taste like coffee.
Can
Of course you may.
it needs more
Oh,
peanut butter.
You
Do
need
you
more?
know-
You want more coffee?
It's got a lot of peanut butter in it. That's like 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. Which one did I drink out of?
Here,
This
Pastor,
one.
just
This is
Top that
Chris's.
off. I think it'll help.
No, he doesn't like it, and it's okay.
No, I love it. I love it.
Put some throat spray to top that off, and you'd be able to...
Oh, it might be because we tried that throat spray and it was so bad. We're still
it could be
tasting
messing
that.
with it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We both tried
smoothies
it.
are a great breakfast.
Or lunch, or
Let me
dinner.
just say this. It's a quick way to get protein, and that's why I added peanut butter. So really, this virtually has almost no calories in it.
I can tell.
It's getting to me.
And almost no flavor. No. Okay, so anyway, maybe you try some flavored coffee at home.
So that, and you could add a protein powder to it. You could add a lot of extras to it, but just a fun way to make, a flavored. I would probably do this as literally a Columbia. I mean, like espressos, and go super, super, super strong.
Can I let you in on a secret? Every time we're getting prepped for one of these shows, we always say, hey, let's try it this weekend before we just do
And
it
we
on
never have
camera.
time.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, we never do.
We know
We
it
never
wasn't a try. I'll
So
tell
we
you that.
just show up, and this is what it tastes like.
We
and
just threw a dream in the blender.
We just never, we didn't take the time. So, that's being honest. But anyway, National Smoothie Day. Make a smoothie, whatever smoothie you want. Just enjoy yourself. And
It's actually better
have
with more
fun
coffee
looking.
in it.
We have other smoothies we've made on the set that were a big hit. You can check
This is
those
better
out.
with more coffee in it.
This one tastes like a peanut butter smoothie.
Do you have one for
Yes.
Nope.
the extra one?
Oh,
Here.
we get Chris is gonna love it.
Yeah, I want to see what
Give
Chris
this
thinks
to
about
Chris.
We don't waste stuff in this place.
I'm gonna take my water just in case.
Oh, we've got a Bible quiz for you today. So when we come join Chris, here you go, Chris. Is that really in the Bible? We haven't done one of these in a while. So this is our little Bible trivia. Since our special life story feature today is going to be about sailing, here's my question for you. Did Noah take 7 of every clean animal on the ark? 7 of every clean animal.
It's a trick question, ladies and
It is a
gentlemen.
trick question because It is true, as you see on the lower left there, that is true, and here is our scripture to support it. Genesis 7, ye shall take with you 7, each of every clean animal, a male and his female, 2 of each animals that are unclean, a male and his female, also 7 of each birds of the air, male and female, to keep the species alive on the face of all the earth. So all the kids' stories, you know, animals 2 by 2, 2 by 2, the clean animals were 7.
The word clean.
Clean is I should underline that and highlighted that. Of course, they say the reason for that was as soon as they got onto the dry land, what do? Noah did a sacrifice to the Lord, and you had to use a clean animal for the sacrifice. So if you sacrificed one of only 2 that you brought, you might be in trouble. So anyway, that's the theory. There you go.
Question.
7 animals, 7 and 2. Do you like that?
I think it's great, and it's good teaching. Because I don't know that everyone knows about the clean animals and the offering after the sacrifice after they.
And speaking of the ark, we wanted to have a quick feature for you from our Lifestyle Network, and you can find that. You can watch that from anywhere at ctnlifestyle.com. That's the website. But we have a program on there. It's called Answers in Genesis. Amazing, amazing program. A lot of apologetics. But you see it's on several times during the day. Those are all, of course, Eastern Standard Times. But they actually, in addition to doing television programs, they have the Ark Encounter. And I want to give you a quick preview of what the Ark Encounter is. Watch this.
This is a life-size Noah's Ark, and it is huge. 1.5 times the length of a football field, half the width of a football field. From ground level to the roof is 7 stories high, to the biggest timber frame structure in the world. Just about everyone around the earth has heard of Noah and the ark and the flood. The fact that the Bible has this account, a man and his family built this great big wooden ship, and all the land-dwelling, air-breathing animals were represented on this ship, and the whole world was flooded. That account itself just fascinates children and adults alike. And so we decided to build a life-size Noah's Ark based upon the dimensions in the Bible. In 2010, Answers in Genesis began designing the Ark as a true timber frame structure. And we also met with Amish carpenters who were willing to come and build the wooden structure for us. In May of 2014, we actually kicked off the building of the Ark with a hammer and peg ceremony. In July 2015, the Amish carpenters began putting up the wooden structure. The Ark was completed over the next 13 months, and so we were able to open the Ark on July 7th, 2016. As people go inside, they will identify with Noah and his family. We just didn't build props inside the Ark. I mean, take the cages. We built the real things. But we built them as functioning cages so that people could see how we could feed the animals, how they could be watered, how waste could be taken away. We wanted people to see that this really did occur. On the 3rd deck, we have Noah's living quarters. And as people walk in there, they'll see Noah and his wife, and you'll see their possessions. You'll realize we're just like them. We're giving people a real different view that many would have about Noah and his family.
It's really big.
It's amazing.
It's bigger than you think it's going to be.
I knew it was going to be big, but not this big.
This part of the Bible, you can really see it come to life.
I'm a finished carpenter cabinet builder. The way that this is put together is phenomenal.
You know, it made me think about surviving day by day, preparing meals, building and making tools and using tools. It was really an education.
Noah's Ark, it's like it starts from the beginning. You have all these kids' books. It's something everybody knows, that's for sure.
We have a restaurant that's one of the biggest in America. We also have a zoo, and we even have activities like extreme zip lines. You can go 2,000 feet across the valleys. The Ark Encounter is located 45 minutes south of Cincinnati. It's in Williamstown, Kentucky, right off Interstate 75. When you visit here, you'll be captivated. It's more than just a museum. It'll make you think and challenge you once you leave. There's nothing else like it in the world.
Hey, go on our Facebook page. Let us know, have you ever been there? I haven't been yet. I want to go, so let me know what it's all about.
That seems great.
So finally, want to introduce our guest, Chief Chris Johnson. Welcome, welcome, welcome,
Thank you,
Chris.
appreciate it.
Chris is joining us today. He is a teacher at Dunedin High School. He does the JROTC there, is that correct?
Navy Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps.
Awesome, awesome. And just recently, he did a sailing school. That's what we wanted to feature today. You see that whole tie-in with the Ark and, you know, how thematic I
Also,
am.
can I just say Governor DeSantis went to that high school? Right?
He did. Alumni at Dunedin High School.
What?
So shout out to the governor.
Isn't that awesome?
That was really awesome.
Governor, if you're watching, come on down.
Isn't that cool?
Come back and visit Chris and the crew. So anyway, sailing school. We've got some video of it, but tell us, let the audience see this, but talk us through this.
Yeah, absolutely. So Sailing Academy, it's a school that's out of Eckerd College. It's a 2-week school. We do 2 sessions. And here you actually see some of the cadets are practicing capsize drills. Right? So they're actually purposely tipping these boats so that way when they go out and they do racing on their own, there's no instructors in the boats with them when they go out racing. This way they know how to recover from that. And we'll see here in a moment one of the cadets actually getting up on what's called the center board. That's that little flat piece sticking out from the bottom of the boat so that way they can recover the boat and then continue sailing.
Wait, they're crashing on purpose?
Yep, crashing on purpose. So this one, he crashed on accident, but he quickly recovered.
That's cool.
They got back in the boat and got underway.
Crashed on purpose.
Yeah.
Amazing.
This is about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. The storm that blew through St. Pete. So the cadets were actually out there sailing in the storm. We had about 20 cadets each session. And we are the only sail academy in the state of Florida. So there's cadets from all over the state that come out, and this is an opportunity for them to learn communication, leadership, followership, teamwork. A very unique opportunity, builds confidence and quick decision making.
Yeah, decision making when you capsize like that.
Yes. Do I turn now or do I wait?
So is that offered by the school?
So what this is, it's actually offered by Navy Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, and there is a sail academy in a few other places. There's one in, I believe it's in Georgia. There's another one in California. But there's usually about 40 kids in each area that are able to go.
Is this a prerequisite for ROTC?
No, this is actually one of the summer programs that we offer.
Okay.
So like later on this year, we'll actually have basic leadership training. We just had Leadership Academy that was down at Admiral Farragut. That was last week, and that graduated. I had some of my cadets go to that. But they are taught by naval science instructors, all retired Navy, retired Marines, and a couple Coasties are in there as well. But it's a very unique opportunity where we can actually bring students in and teach them outside of the classroom. That's the best way for them to learn. It's like a leadership lab, and where they can actually get through. Here we got a shot of students in the classroom. We download them, we fire hose them with information, and then usually very short sessions, and then they get right out on the waterfront and they're learning to apply all the skills that they were taught in the classroom.
So for people that don't know, is this a school that anybody can go to, or is it usually just for people that are in the military or family of the military?
No, so that's a great question. So anybody, there's a number of public schools around the nation. There are over 600 Navy Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps units in the nation, different public schools. It is funded by the DoD, Department of Defense. It is not a recruiting program. It's actually a citizenship and leadership program, and you just need to be a student at that high school to sign up for the program.
Oh, so that's great.
Our job's not to recruit students. It's actually just to help them develop the skills and abilities they need to graduate and be successful in life.
Love it.
That's phenomenal.
So do a lot of kids move on to like military careers or service careers, or not necessarily?
Not necessarily. It's about 40% is the national average. 40% of students. I did Navy Junior ROTC when I was in high school.
Oh, wow.
And then I joined the Navy out of it because I figured majoring in music might not have got me the best career. So I joined the Navy instead with submarines.
Wait a minute, submarines. He just glossed over that.
Yes.
So not only he's retired Navy, but now still serving. But submarines, that always fascinates me. I just can't even imagine.
Yes, we're always under a lot of pressure. It's my dad's joke. It's Father's Day. So
yeah, it's Father's Day joke.
But no, it's like a long day at the office. So submarines.
Love that. So much respect for that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Really great.
Appreciate that.
Chris does such a good job.
But tell us some of the cool things. Like I know we talk all the time about the neat projects and things you're working on with the kids as part of the JROTC. But you have the underwater?
Yes. So there's a number of different projects. Underwater robotics. We do sea perch, which is one. I'm actually going to be working on a kit with my daughter this summer. We also do marksmanship. We are one of the few programs that teach marksmanship in high school. And the reason why is it's essentially Olympic-style marksmanship. They're using an air rifle, but it teaches focus, patience, things like that, right? How to block out the noise so that we can focus on what's in front of you. So that translates directly over to studies, academics.
Yeah.
We do orienteering, which is land navigation, so they can go out and find their way using a map and a compass. It's pretty much running a 5K while playing a scavenger hunt. That's kind of what it is.
Great, a map and a compass, kind of a lost art these days.
Very much
Google,
so,
everybody
yes.
just say, Google, how do I get to so-and-so?
Yep. So they do that. We do a lot of athletics, a lot of drill team, which is pretty much like the Marine silent drill team. So spinning rifles, and the idea is to learn teamwork, again, leadership, followership. This is a cadet run program. We want the students to actually lead their peers, right? Because that way they can get out in the real world once they graduate high school, and they can be leaders in whatever organization they go into.
What's the ratio girls and boys? Because it's not just boys.
It is not. It's about 50% male-female.
That's awesome.
Students. So it's 50-50. My unit's probably about 65-35, but we'll have more female students joining.
65 guys?
About 65% is male, 35% is
Wow.
female.
So as they join, they progress in rank, and then as you said, so then they're looking at
Correct.
their peers. So the older students can actually be that figure for the younger students. and tutor
100%.
them.
They get to practice mentoring, right? Peer-to-peer leadership. And some of the other things that are interesting, actually, one of the benefits of the program is you don't have to go in the military if you join. But if you do decide you want to join, you actually get automatic advancement. That's one of the benefits I got coming out of ROTC is I got advanced. So I went from, I came in as a seaman or an E3. It gives me about an 18-month head start and an extra $4,000 a year.
Wow.
Again,
just starting out because
starting
of school.
But definitely not a recruiting program. The idea is it's
saying
not.
that.
I have to because there's sometimes recruiters step in and they're salesmen sometimes.
So when I think of like military, I think of like discipline, boot camp, all the things. Is this teaching you these kind of things? Like, is there uniforms and dress codes?
Yep, 100%.
Do you make them do push-ups and yell at them and stuff?
Oh, absolutely.
That's what little James needed back in the day, baby.
Yeah, it works though. It works. No, we teach them healthy respect for patriotism, service to others above self. That's our unit's motto. Community service, leadership, respect for authority. A lot of things that people seem to think are lost for this generation, and they're really not. Right? There's definitely hope for this generation. Good. And that's one of the things is we are in the public schools teaching that.
That's awesome.
So good.
And here's the amazing thing. We call these segments, these little interviews that we do, we call them life stories because it's really how you let the light of Christ shine through you. Chris, as he's been talking about all these technical things and the discipline and those things, but he loves the Lord with all his heart. And he's somewhat, I would say, handcuffed or limited in what he can do in the public school setting, especially sponsored by the DOD. But he still lets that light shine. Tell us a little bit about that. Is them looking at you as maybe, we're coming out of Father's Day, but don't a lot of these kids look at you as like a fatherhead figure?
Yes, I think so. One of the coolest things actually for me is even earlier this morning as I was on my way in, I get little remind messages or texts or via Instagram, hey, happy Father's Day, Chief. That's what they all call me, is Chief. So happy Father's Day. We had a kid that graduated last year. He still reached out to me. So he's on his way to college.
That's awesome.
We got him out of a broken home. He's going to college. He's going to be the first one to go to college in his family.
Come on.
He's going to be an officer in the military. But he said happy Father's Day to me. So it was just a very awesome, unique opportunity. So we get a chance to have a positive impact on them. We use lessons that we've learned, obviously, from a biblical perspective, right? And we're able to rely on those and use those kind of as the cornerstone of our teaching and share those with students, right? So they're all based in a biblical worldview, but again, being in a public school setting, you cannot, there's certain things you cannot do. So unless they come and ask you questions about it, and then obviously you have the opportunity to do so.
But man, what a
great
influence.
Absolutely.
Light shine.
And most important, not a recruiting program.
Not a recruiting program.
Not a recruiting program. We're not recruiting you.
But like you said, that hope for the future, that you do see these children that come in and that they're dedicated, they're disciplined, they've got a projection of the future, they've got something to look forward to, and then you're helping guide them in that. Man, it's just, thank you so much for what you're doing. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
I just love it.
So good.
Yeah, so.
Devotional.
Well, speaking of, let's do our devotional.
Yes.
What do we have today,
Whole
Pastor?
show
If you
is
have
all
Pastor's
about
devotional,
Jesus.
open it to today, Monday, June, 20th?
20th.
If you don't have it, go to Amazon, buy your copy. That way you can follow along with us each week.
I think the audio book's coming out this week too. So
there you go.
There you go.
So
All right.
today,
the presence of God. Scripture is Exodus 33:14. He said, "My presence will go with you, and I will give you rest." The presence of God may be a blessing to you, but it's not to those who aren't living right. We can't use the presence of God for self-promotion. The Bible says in 1 Samuel 5:6 that the presence of God dwelt in the Ark of the Covenant. The Philistines stole it, put it next to their god, Dagon. When they woke up, they found their god had fallen on his face before the ark, and the next morning they found the same thing, but this time Dagon's head and hands had fallen off. Then everybody in the city broke out in tumors. the Philistines decided to move the ark to a different city. Sure enough, that city all broke out in tumors as well. When they brought it to the third city, all the men of that city ran out and refused to accept it. They ended up putting it on an ox cart and sending it back to Jerusalem. We serve a God that not the other way. We serve God, not the other way around. His presence is a blessing to those who are truly His. I love it. I just think of the benefits of, having, we talk about full-time and part-time Christianity. There's a benefit in full-time Christian living. When you think of somebody that's blessed, I was reading Psalm 1 the other day, and it talks about the blessed Christian. And, they're planted by the rivers, their leaves will never wither, they're going to bear fruit in every season. And, and it's like, that's how we're supposed to be as believers. That only happens when we're embracing the presence, because I find a lot of Christians, they end up in a dry place. They get mad at God because they reject His principles for living. But when we value the presence, when I think of the ark, right? We're not in the Old Testament, the ark's not like on a cart anymore, but it's the presence of God. When we value it, our lives, when you think about that same ark, it went to Obed-Edom's house, everything he touched prospered. You know what I mean? It's like, and when you handle it wrong, you die.
You know what happens.
So, I love it. We got to value the presence.
Like I said, we serve God, not the other way around.
I love that. We do. We serve God. But you can't even live without God's presence. I mean, He breathes through us, first off, but just to go through day to day, you need God's presence, and be aware of it, because there's a reverence there that God's with us. Yeah. And you can feel that, but it's knowing it. You have to know God's with you so that you can go through every single day and be a witness to who God is in you. And in His presence, oh my gosh.
And when you think about obedience, it's like, man, obedience has to be on His terms.
So true.
Not ours.
Right.
And so, it's like He said, to obey is better than sacrifice. You want to sacrifice a ram, but I'm telling you to do this. And so the important thing is we obey God's word on His terms, not ours.
So good.
And you're going to see the benefits of full-time living. And really all we have at the end of the day is our yes, right? And when we give God our yes, changes everything.
I was thinking about that footage we watched. When you capsize, if you didn't spend time in the classroom, Chief Chris was showing us, you don't spend time in the Word, you don't spend time in the classroom, you capsize, what do? You're going to scream and drown. But no, you've been trained. You're in the Word. You know the Word. You stand on that, what is that little thing called? You step on that thing, flip that puppy back over. So anyway, thank you so much for joining us today. We love you guys. We always pray for you with 3 John 1:2. Beloved, I pray that in all respects you may prosper and be in good health, just as your soul prospers. Thank you for joining us today. God bless you guys.
Love you guys. Have
a great week.
Thank you, Chief Johnson, for coming on.
Coffee smoothie.
Love it, man.
Coffee smoothie.